The truly beautiful thing about progressivism, in the same way that a killer shark trailing blood is cute or a T-Rex is adorable, is the fact that there is no set of negative circumstances that progressivism cannot somehow make slightly more corrosive. There is no darkness so pitch black that modern-day leftism cannot steal a few more particles of light out of it. And that is the case in another little lovely Amazon leak here. You may remember a short while ago we talked about another Amazon product, a collaboration item between Magic the Gathering and Lord of the Rings, which had an unusually high return rate. So high that Amazon was soft pulling the product from the market, meaning that they would stop offering it, they would pull it back, and they'd try to quiet it down. They're like, we're not going to sell this, but it's going to take us a little while. Let's not make a scandal out of this or anything, because they still figured they had time. The return rate on that product was 12%, which is abnormally high, to the point where Amazon decided they could no longer earn money off the product, and either indicates a ridiculously faulty production line that manages to make a 1 in 10 products erroneous, in which case you're going to have to revamp your entire goddamn printing factory, but oh well, details. Or, more likely, it is due to the inclusion of things like Blackagorn, or Asian Gandalf, or Black Theoden, or the mysteriously reverse race-swapped White Haradrim. And the fact that they marketed it with a far more traditional Lord of the Rings box cover. Weird, that. It might almost feel as if people felt that they were a little bit tricked when they got their products. Well, as mentioned, things can, however, always get worse, as another product is now being given a hard pull. No soft pull for this one, a priority rank, get it the fuck out now, burn it if you must, we cannot sell this, it is costing us money, on another Tales of Middle-earth Magic the Gathering card set. Why? Well, what could possibly be worse than the previous example? Well, how about a 29.41 negative comments per unit shipped and returns? 30% of the products shipped received either complaints or straight up refunds. Oh, okay, we thought a 1 in 10 failure rate was pretty catastrophic. A 1 in 3? Oh, there is no way this is production error, not unless the entire factory is on fire at the time of their creation of these card packs. This is absolutely due to customer complaints. Now, the majority of the sent back complained about missing items and parts and or damages. Now, again, it is conceivably possible that they could have created a system where a third of these booster packs are actually damaged or, ruined to the point where they send them back, but it is a vanishingly small possibility. Again, imagine a factory because these are made in huge quantities, right? Where 1 in 3 products is destroyed to the point of being sent back upon purchase. You'd goddamn notice. You would absolutely goddamn... this isn't stealthy. When a machine is producing an error rate this high, it is very difficult not to notice. I've told this story many times about one of the big jobs for my family company was to fix a machine that was packaging sardines, in essence. And every now and then the machine would start squishing the sardine boxes instead of closing them. There was no overlooking that, and that was something like a 0-point-something error percentage chance that happened once a month or something. This 1/3 of your product being defective is a disaster. And it is far more likely that there is also offer defect rate here, so people are just not picking it up, that it's just a bait and switch. Much like the previous example, people buy it because they want it. It's the Lord of the Rings, goddammit, and a collaboration with Magic. This is a huge product. They get it, they open it, and they see the cards inside, and they wonder, I bought a Lord of the Rings product, right? Checks the package. Yeah, there's a ring there. There's a Hobbit and Gollum. So why is Theoden black? Why is Eowyn and Eomer black? Why is Aragorn black? Weirdly, his elf wife is still white though. Odd. Oh, I see. The Haradrim are white now. Anyone who's an actual fan of the Lord of the Rings, and here's the thing too, this is normies, right? Because the majority of customers are still only tangentially aware of the culture war. They're beginning to swing ever more rightwards and conservative, but this is always a very slow process. Most of the people buying this are simply a fan of the Lord of the Rings or Magic the Gathering, or even more commonly, a combination of the two. And so when they see the cards having been obviously and blatantly race-swapped, there is a very good chance they're going to look at that and wonder why. Bearing in mind, even though I and most of you know that Magic is a very woke company, to the people who's just playing Magic and not paying attention to any of the culture around it, well, so long as they're just making their own characters diverse, most people won't notice over much. They'll just be like, it's an awful lot of diverse characters here, isn't there? But when they are given characters from an IP they know and recognize, and they see them race-swapped with no explanation, yeah, they're gonna ask questions. And in all due likelihood, they're gonna send the product back. And you can't really write down on the return stream, racist depictions of known characters. Because that's what it is. It's taking a character whose skin color is one and going, no, I don't like that skin color. I'm going to change it to something else. That's often not what you'd write on a return form. However, a damaged item, well, you going to argue, Amazon? Here, let me just bend a corner just to make sure. There you go. Send it back and give me my money, please. The easiest and quickest way to do so, which would probably also explain why such a preposterous quantity of them were given as damaged or missing items. Again, 83%. If 80-something% of your items being sold are missing items, this is not a manufacturing error. If it was, Magic needs to be looking for an entirely different print shop, or if they're running one of their own, it's time to blow it up and start searching for somebody who knows what they're doing instead. Because this is ridiculous. It is far more likely that people are simply and understandably offended about having the wool pulled over their eyes and being sold a product that they did not want. Because, god damn it, especially in this day and age where people are starting to get well and truly sick again of politics infusing everything to the point where even the normies are like, God, this is affecting me now, stop. This is just another aspect of it, infiltrating their lives in a very, very obvious way. You know, a race swap as blatant as Aragorn isn't gonna just whiff under the noses of your average Lord of the Rings fans. They're not gonna need to go back to their book copy and check, like, yeah, no, definitely pale-faced, that's weird. It's not stealthy in the slightest. Oh, wow. Well, on the bright side, this will be yet another valuable lesson for Amazon that maybe the Lord of the Rings just isn't the property for them. If the Rings of Power didn't already hammer that one home quite well enough, well, you know, maybe a couple more of these will do it. Maybe having to actually pull entire product line from sales now twice will send a fairly strident message. We can but hope. Until next time, I've been Arch. Thank you all very much for watching, and I do hope to see you all again soon. Till then, have a good day.